Good evening. Welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Board of Commissioners Agenda Setting Meeting. Today is Wednesday, November 12th, and the time is 5:32. City Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Here.
Commissioner Lister?
Here.
Commissioner Poe?
Here.
Commissioner Shantz?
Here.
Mayor Palladino?
Okay, for the topics, first one is the presentation from SWAT, the Students Working Against Tobacco. City Manager?
Yeah, Madam Vice Mayor, I can run through these for you real quick. There's a presentation by the Students Working Against Tobacco. That's a quick 5-minute presentation. I believe Commissioner Kennedy from Indian Rocks Beach wants to discuss the roles and responsibilities of the MPO. She had been contacting us for some time, and so we'll put her on this workshop agenda. Update from our city attorney and Commissioner Poe on the medical marijuana amendment. Just because it failed in this last election doesn't mean that it's not going to be on the horizon for the next time around, so I think that we could probably keep the ball rolling on that. Items that are not on your agenda that I think we should add to, and this first one we can talk about a little bit if you'd like, is the Tampa Riverwalk issue. I don't know if anybody saw that on the news, and I had emailed you that I was interviewed in regard to that issue. And I was interviewed by Bay News 9 because of how we handle our beaches and allow alcohol on our beach. And I steered the interview a little bit towards our issue that we have in Johns Pass. And if you remember, we were actually petitioned or at least approached by Johns Pass in regards to making it its own wet zone. And at the end of the day, they just want to be able to allow for people to walk through the pass with a can or a plastic cup of beer in their hand. Tampa Riverwalk issue, the city of Tampa, what they did was there's 7 or 8 vendors along the Riverwalk that will sell a universal cup. It'll be the same cup. It'll have the Riverwalk emblem on it. And you can walk the Riverwalk if you buy from one of those approved vendors, and that's pretty much it. There's obviously a lot more red tape involved in that, but it might be something that we want to mirror if we want to allow that in Johns Pass. So I thought we could put that on the agenda for conversation's sake at a minimum. I would say this, if we're open to the issue, I wouldn't want to pass or not pass anything until we approach Johns Pass Village Association, because they're, not that they've been purposely kept out of the loop, but this just happened. And since we kind of shot down the idea of a wet zone with them, it really hasn't come back from them. So I don't know if they're real hip to what this issue is. Another issue is the FEMA Florida Department Emergency Federally Funded Sub-Grant Agreement. We'll have that we'll just walk you through. It's a very, well, it's not a very simple agreement, but it's a very simple topic that we'll just walk you through. And then finally, Frank DeSantis, the building inspector, building official, and I have some very simple but substantive changes to the rental inspection ordinance. A couple of just real small hiccups, but small things that we've discovered in the short time that we've been employing the ordinance that we would like a couple of amendments to. I've had personal conversations with frankly, the author or the sponsor of the ordinance, Commissioner Poe, and she's fine with the adjustments. So as far as a workshop goes, those are the 6 items I have, unless any commissioners would like to add anything to the agenda at this time.
You think I give a short update on the umbrellas? Should I do that? Or do you want to wait on that?
I'd like to wait at least until I get the funding approved. Okay. If there's going to be funding, we could certainly do that in December or January. I think it might be more timely at that point.
That's fine.
The other thing is that it would coincide with our experimental part of the undergrounding, which we'll know when we're doing that in January or February as well. So if we want to keep that on the horizon, we can add that to the next one.
Okay. So I'm good with those 6.
Anything else?
Okay, no other discussion on it? Nothing? Okay. All right, then we can go ahead and close.
We need a motion?
Motion to approve. Motion to approve.
Okay.
I so move.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. City Clerk, do you want to take the roll, please?
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe?
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz? Mayor Palladino?
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and close this portion then of the agenda setting meeting, and the time is 5:37.